Good morning, this is your buyer's guide with SickBiker, and today I'm giving you a couple of tips on how to choose between two cross-country hardtails from Cannondale. Let's just see. This is their cross-country range, full suspension, Sculpt FSI, and these are the hardtails. Quite easy to find yourself here because you just see FSI carbon, FSI alloy. But there is some difference between those two which you don't see at the first glance, and it's quite important one. Just to show you, this is my model. It's hanging here on the wall. I've been enjoying it on super steep climbs, super technical descents. Absolutely love it. Very exciting machine. But I'm going to compare two different models. I'm going to compare FSI Carbon 4, so the entry model of the carbon range, with the FSI Alloy 1, because those will be the closest in terms of the price, and the price will be you'll have my links, my affiliate links just below the video. The FSI Alloy 1, $2,356, and Carbon, $3,100. So $700 of a difference between those two. Is it worth it? When would I buy the Carbon? When would I buy the Alloy? Coming up in just a couple of minutes, because I'm trying to talk short as you're advising me to. All right, FSI Carbon, FSI Alloy, what they have in common? Same geometry, very important factor. If you are wondering about reach and stack, you don't have to check it out comparing it. I've done it for you. It's almost exactly the same. So none of these will be more comfy, more like entry-level rider. Both are XC tuned machines. The difference will lie in the wheelbase. Alloy 1 will have longer wheelbase because of longer rear end. So the front end is just exactly the same offset on the bike, same head to angle, but the rear end will be longer on the Alloy bikes. Why? I'm gonna tell you just in this second. Just know it will be longer. So Carbon 1, shorter rear end, same or even more tire clearance, but with shorter rear end, the bike will be a bit more agile, bit more fun or easy to do the wheelie, for example. Yeah, the fork in the front is lefty PBR, and it will be the same fork on both bikes. PBR and XLR actually is the same fork, but XLR will have X-lock on the handlebar. PBR have this push button on the top of your fork, and since it is a double crown lefty, it's very easy to access. The access is easy on this one. Now, differences. Let's start with the specification, with the components. Surprisingly, the Carbon one is the 2x11, and the Alloy one is the popular now in cross-country world 1x. This is how they've made it. Components will be almost identical, same hub. The rims on the Alloy will be stands, on the Carbon will be WTBs. I don't see that much of a difference. Same tires, same rear derailleur, same shifters, but only one shifter on the Alloy SLX. Same Sun Race, non-Shimano, non-SRAM cassette in the rear, and same C3 Cannondale seat post and saddle. Let me just confirm the seat post. Yes, C3 also Alloy on the Carbon bike. So I wouldn't really be considering those bikes in terms of the components, almost identical, but 2x on the Carbon. This one will be easy, of course, to transfer into the 2x as well, because it is the front derailleur compatible. That's important. The main difference is, of course, the materials. Here we have ballistic Cannondale's proprietary, we can call it like that, carbon, so very high quality carbon being used also in the military armoring. FSI will have two different kinds of aluminum alloy, very advanced technology in terms of the welding, double pass welds, tubing, shaping and forming those tubes. Wonderful. Very important difference lies in the rear end, as I told you. On the Alloy it will be longer one because it is the symmetrical one. The FSI Carbon will have asymmetrical integration in the rear, So the right side pushed outwards by 6 millimeters, and so the rear wheel will be symmetrically laced. So the wheel is stronger, stiffer, just better, and that's the best way of building the rear end of the hardtail bike, period. The FSI Carbon doesn't need a through axle in the rear because of how stiff the rear end is. In my opinion, on the alloy ones, there is no AI integration. Cannondale would be good to make the through axle in the rear. We'll see, maybe in 2018 the alloy will get through axle in the rear, or it will get the AI system, we'll see. Another difference is also in terms of the bottom bracket. Alloy has BB30, very good one, light, stiff, just good. And Carbon will have PF30, I would call it press fit BB30 bottom bracket, but also asymmetrical. So this is the PF30A. That means it will be wider, stronger, stiffer. So that's the difference. Okay, of course, Carbon versus alloy, asymmetrical rear end with the symmetrical wheel versus symmetrical rear end with asymmetrical wheel, like on every other bikes. And now the price, $700 more for the Carbon one. When would I add those $700? This is my new approach, just as I told you with the Super 6 model. If you are a strong rider and you often see over 300 watts on your power data, would be good to have FTP on at least close to or over, well over 300 watts, then you will take advantage of having lighter bike with stiffer rear wheel if you are really pushing that much overpower on your rear wheel. If you are good, average like me, average racer, I'm now just about 250 something watts on my FTP, the alloy is still a great beast and you can be racing on this one with, you know, no problem. So you pay $700 mainly for the carbon material and the asymmetrical integration in the rear. This is my opinion. If you have any further questions, put those in the comments, and if you'd like to see some other brands and models just reviewed like I'm doing here on the online on the website, let me know. Thanks for watching.